Hi, I'm Simon.
Hi, I'm Nicholas.
And we're at Brands Hatch, when we're about to start the road to Champagne with Michelin and LeBlanc.
And we'll be on the Bianchi All-Tray mounted with the Michelin tires.
And we've also got the Aston Martin DB12, which is on Michelin Pilot Sports. So let's hit the track. So you know all about racing lines and being in the right place at the right time, whereas I'm just a guy that goes on Sunday rides. So maybe you can point out, like, how do you make sure you're hitting the apexes, carrying the right speed in? What's the right way of approaching this kind of thing?
Oh, that's a difficult question. Because most times in the bunch you have to follow the line or you pick your line, but you usually go from the outside into the middle of the corner to come out as wide as possible when you can. But remember, there's also 100 other riders trying to be in the same curve.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm not used to. Like, people throwing elbows, their attitude, lots shouting, all of that kind of stuff. That's so different from my cycling experience.
Yeah. Well, we don't do too much shouting, though. That's
Really?
more an amateur thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys are a lot more polite, respectful.
No, I wouldn't say polite or respectful. I said less shouting.
Fair enough.
Because usually when the shouting is coming, it's the less polite bit. It's a beautiful track.
It's a great track.
It's a pity we're limited with speed today. It would have been nice to rev the car up.
we might be limited on speed in the car, but I don't think that limits us in terms of what we can do on the bike. And I'm quite looking forward to seeing how fast that Bianchi can go if I push
I'll go
it.
as fast as you want to push it.
I think we're quite privileged to say that we've got a track to ourselves to play with for an hour. Not many people get this experience, so I think Michelin and LeBlanc have done us a solid here.
Yeah, definitely not in the DB12.
Right, I think it's time, now that we've done one lap, to actually jump on a bike and see what we can do. Okay, this is a bit more comfortable, although it's definitely a bit more chilly outside of the car.
Definitely chilly.
You ready?
What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's go take these bikes for a test. You want to put a wager on? Loser buys dinner?
Definitely.
Okay.
Works for me.
Let's go.
Let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
Someone going to count me in?
3, 2, 1. Always over the straps. That was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
Feels like I'm in quite a lot of pain.
So what do you reckon? You got it?
I have no idea. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
wait until we see the photo finished, but... OK, well, at least let's go on our way, because we've got a lot to do over the next couple of days.
Yep. All right. What do you reckon? Head to Champagne?
Yeah, let's
go. We have now left the racetrack and we are on the lanes of Kent. We have Fireside looking after us, Laura, assistant DS of LeBlanc, taking us on these beautiful laneways where we actually spotted some vineyards. Nice prelude to the road to Champagne.
You know what's really strange is that you're kind of in awe of these riders when you get here, but then after 5 minutes you realise, oh, they're just normal people. They also love riding bikes, and it just makes it a lot easier to enjoy yourself and not be too intimidated. Yeah, these guys are pros, but you feel like you're one while you're doing these rides. It's great fun. That's what I'm here to see. So first 50k in the bag, how do you find it?
Nice, very nice rolling road, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I spend most of the time just kind of behind you, saving my energy for the hills, but I think we've worked up an appetite, so maybe it's time to
Quite a venue.
come in. Doesn't get much better. This is what the best that Kent has to offer. Right, let's go. How come you got into cycling in the first place? Obviously, you know, family history and things like that, but
Yeah.
is that the main reason, or is it because you just kind of fell in love with cycling?
I kind of went into it almost naturally. I played rugby, played soccer, and then when I moved back to Ireland when I was 12, it was at the end of the years, beginning of school year, and it was one more race, and my dad was going to go and give the prizes of it. It was like a league,
So I jumped on my mom's bike and just went there and loved it and asked Santa for a bike and then started cycling after that, so around 12, 13.
Is that fairly late to get into cycling? 'Cause
No.
I don't know when the pros suddenly pick up a bike and think, this is what I want to do.
I mean, the younger the easier because you learn the basic skills. But, I think it was very normal, especially back then.
Yeah. It's a combination of talent, risk-taking, and genetics and performance. And where do you think out of those four things makes the best professionals? Is it
you need it all.
Is it genetics, though? Because I think, although I'm a competent cyclist, I don't know if I've got the engine that could ever have been a professional.
Yeah, if it was only about training, it would be an easy formula. You just train, and then you become the best.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not only about training, but it's not only about genetics, because then you end up competing against people who have both, and then so you're left behind with genetics.
Yeah.
But the champions have both. They're usually extremely talented, but also work bloody hard. And they're also a lot younger than when we used to turn pro.
Yeah. Well, I'm older than you, so that's my excuse. This is good.
Once we're out of the castle, the roads are a little bit flatter for a bit, and then we nip back up onto Pilgrim's Way. So they are narrow, rolling roads through the Kent Downs into Wye, which will be a nice little stop. We're going to have a welcoming at a little cycle cafe there, which will be lush.
I see a smile on your face,
What do you make of
you won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means dinner is on you.
Yeah. I won't tell him how much I took to let him win.
I guess for me, it's escapism. That's why I get on my bike. It gives me a bit of time just to escape my normal life, the hecticness of being around my family and work and everything else, and my mind just kind of clears. And also, it's got the benefits of fitness. I'm 41 and I'm the fittest I've ever been in my life.
100 metres. Come on. Last little bit.
There's still more I can do, but it's the joy of that and the exploring around the areas that you live in. That's why I do it. So you've had the pro career and you're still carrying on riding. I mean, why do you still have the energy for cycling?
When I retired, it wasn't because I was done with cycling, it's because it was just time to do something else. And luckily, I'm still managing my life around cycling these days, and if it's from gravel racing to doing some of the events of the joy riding with LeBlanc, it still brings me a lot of balance in my life. Yeah,
We've got to go and hit this hill now.
yeah, and not miss the train.
Yeah. Just made it over to France, come out of the train, and we jumped into the car because it's raining. So we are on our way to Vermont for an amazing meal. Nico's going to do most of the driving because, well, he's done the driving in France.
Bonjour, bienvenue à l'auberge du Vermont. All right, do that again. Hi, we arrived finally at the Vermont Hotel Restaurant.
And we're going to get tucked into a Michelin star meal. The main thing is our drinks are waiting inside, so we're going to in.
So hello guys, I'm Lucas Fostré, the executive chef of the Vermont in the north of the France, close to the Belgium. Here everything is natural. We use only 100% of local product. So we don't use, for example, coffee, chocolate, or vanilla. So everything you're gonna see on the dish is taken from us for local producer. So here, for example, it's a dish. It's about cauliflower and bread. So we have a cauliflower cooked on brown butter with the trimming of the cauliflower, make a puree. Also, we have a sauce made with the trimming of the cauliflower, so the green part. Usually we chew it, but us, we keep it and we make a very deep and strong sauce with that. That's it.
Oh my God, I just saw the fire in the background. There we go.
This we have in here is grilled fennel. Here we have making over there. That we slice together with a little bit of oil of langoustine, a little bit of kombucha, and salt together with a little bit of tomato paste. And on the side is I've got this langoustine foam.
So this is the main course. It's Chinese cabbage, stuffed with a farce of Chinese cabbage, fermented mushroom, and kimchi. On the side you have grill, and on top of the cabbage you have fresh sorrel from the garden.
3 courses in now. You can have your thumbnail.
So far, so good. I mean, look, we have a little cutlery box.
Everything we need, and we have the accompanying wine. I'm not a wine drinker, but Nico is educating me about what goes with what. So we're going to say goodnight now. We'll see you again tomorrow. So, bye. Day 2, and we're in France. And last night we had a fantastic meal at Vermont.
I have to say, a little downfall this morning. There's no coffee around Calais, so we had to skip the coffee.
Laura's going to talk us through the route, and I think we've got 150k for the day, so it's going to be a bigger one than yesterday, but we've got it in our legs, I'm sure. So let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we've got 150k today. We're going into Belgium first, into Flanders, do a couple of famous climbs, and then we roll back into France, and then we've got some Roubaix cobbles.
Oh wow, what a mix.
Go.
K's in and routing to this beautiful castle.
My arms are in pieces. I've been on cobbles for like 30 seconds and people do that for 80 minutes. The food in general was fantastic. Everything was sourced within 20 kilometers. It's just one of those meals you walk away from. It's like, I've eaten well.
We're about 30k south of Lille.
Okay, well these roads have been glorious, and apart from the occasional crosswind, it's been great.
You were loving it, putting it in the gutter.
Well, yeah.
We had Laura telling you to move out to give us a bit of space.
I know, I've learned how to ride echelons properly and some road etiquette. But yeah, there's been some opportunities to put the hammer down, but now it's time to pile in some carbs, get the frites down us, and we've also been provided with these wonderful cakes, which I don't know which one you want. Probably the one that fell out of the box, maybe?
I like the nuts there and the crème de marron.
I think we're gonna be here for another 5 minutes and then get back on because we've still got another 75k to do.
Yeah.
But if the weather stays like this and we've got more tailwind behind us, then we'll be there in no time.
Yep.
Keep those legs fresh, energy high, and on to the next place for another meal. Looking forward to it. So day 1, we started off Brands Hatch on the track, nice smooth tarmac, then rolled out to the countryside, hit the grit, a little bit of wet on the road, and then over into Belgium today, where we've done a little bit of cobbles, a little bit of rough stuff, and some lovely smooth tarmac, and these Michelin tyres have taken everything that I've thrown at them. I feel pretty safe sucking Nico's wheel behind him and going into those corners, but now we're going to go and test them on the cobbles. This is a section from Paris-Roubaix back in 2016, and yeah, we're going to see whether I can cope with them, because the tyres I know will. That section that we went on earlier, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. My forearms are pretty painful, and I find myself slowing down quite quickly. I mean, what are the tips to make it better?
The basic ones is it's good to have the hands here, not squeeze too much. Just you almost let them a little bit loose to absorb the kind of vibrations. And in terms of cadence, it's good to have kind of a medium cadence. So if you have a big gear, you kind of feel that you're losing that momentum. If you have too much of a small gear, you feel that everything is jumping around.
Yeah.
So it's about finding that kind of intermediate gear that just kind of rolls smoothly over it.
Yeah.
And the trick with cobbles is, that's why it's also so difficult. It's kind of the faster you go over them, the more you kind of fly over them.
Yeah.
So when you're going at, even like, for example, when you see the guys doing the recons of Paris-Roubaix, they always do the sectors quite fast.
Right.
Because it's just when you carry that momentum, you kind of fly over them rather than almost hitting every single one of them.
I think that's the confidence of like flying into them. That's the thing that I need to get over. But also, the chain is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, so it's important to have the chain not too cross, so it's not just jumping. So again,
Right.
like middle cassette to give that kind of nice smooth momentum, and the chain's not doing like this all the time.
Okay.
So it needs to be under tension.
Okay. Well,
Don't tension forearms.
I'm trying not to, but even that short section this
That's
morning.
because he's trying to sell the guns.
Is he?
He's like, you
I
know,
have sightless arms.
the camera's out. Let me get
I
those
have sightless
guns out.
arms. I do not have guns. There are none. Come on, get move on. Go. I'm dying. Easy. Oh my God. I listened to none of your advice. Go, go, go.
To the line, to the line, to the line.
Start day 3. Immediately with a climb. My legs aren't feeling quite as fresh. And then another 80k, and we'll be at Champagne. Have you seen their route?
I have. It would be nice rolling roads through, and then the closer we get there, obviously, the more we'd be deep into the vineyards. It's very pretty. A lot of old traditional French towns.
Excellent.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
But our main thing to do today is get that present for Greg.
Yes.
Got any ideas?
I'd go for the gargoyle.
Ridiculous. The things you have to do for filming. Didn't want to do the climb this morning, but the view's worth it.
Not even trying. We're dying back here.
Oh, they're going so slow. Nico, come on.
We've got SINES beams coming up. I think we should stop the pace. We can copy then. It's about 5 or 6k.
More climbing. Fantastic. Love climbing. When I was tucked in behind you, I was like, you get into quite a small shape on the bike.
Yeah, I can manage to go quite low.
Yeah.
Although shoulders.
You keep talking about how broad your shoulders are. Your plans for a second rugby career after
Never know. I could try with B7s. I'd like to do another Olympic.
any excuse.
Any excuse.
I like the fact you can say another Olympics. I've only gone to one, and that was to go and watch a hockey match, not as an athlete.
How do you pronounce this, Nico?
Milfeuille.
Milfeuille?
Milfeuille.
Are those French-style energy bars, what are they?
Yeah. Like pure athlete deliciousness.
That was a lumpy 40k. I'm not sure if it's inspiring or demoralising being behind him on climbs. Just in zone 2 while I'm dying. I've never been so salty in my life.
I'm pacing right now.
No, you're doing a perfect job at making me feel like I'm working really hard. Whereas you're kind of just like, oh, yeah, it's okay. Well, I've seen what you're doing. You're slowing your cadence down though. So is that like a training trick to make it harder for you, given you're not, really getting that hard?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah. We're using a lower cadence at lower speed. You recruit other muscles.
Yeah. Okay. So the next 40k I think is relatively flat in comparison to the first half. But have you been through any of these towns where you've gone on the tour at all?
We did finish 1 year in Epernay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually heading in a few hours.
Yeah.
And I remember that was beautiful. Actually, I don't know if it was the finish or the start. Or actually, it might have been both in different years. But I remember 1 year in the start, it might have been, I'd say about 7 or 8 years ago. It was a spectacular day. The crowds were all over the place, the typical Tour de France day. All the champagne producers were out on that main road, because you'll see there's one main road and you have all the estates there.
Hang on.
And they're all...
Let me get that for you.
Yeah, thank you. and they were all spraying champagne on the bunch. That
Oh,
was mine.
man.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
very sticky
Yeah.
for the rest of the stage.
I can imagine. But we had some flowing descents coming down into the place where we are today. But I don't know. Why did we maybe hit 75, something like that? But you were saying your top speed in the peloton was like 115. something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
115 in a stage of Tour California.
I mean, that obviously must feel dangerous because it sounds dangerous.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
And at that moment, you just you force yourself not to think, what if things go wrong?
One of my friends told me that if I'm descending and you start thinking about your family, you're going too fast. And that's only ever happened once. But yeah, I think that's a sign that I'm 41 and I've actually got a lot of other responsibilities other than just coming out and doing amazing things like this. But let's get the coffee down, let's get these panettone finished
Yeah.
off. And then
Catch up with Greg LeMond.
Welcome to Champagne.
road to Champagne, done. That was 340k, I think, over 3 days, just to get to spend time with you and get to know you. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'll say thank you for the company.
Thanks for you. It's been good. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
On and off the bike.
This is actually now the start of the next 3 days of riding here in Champagne as well. So you've got your work cut out because you're going to be leading other groups, right?
Yeah, I'll be leading other groups for the next 2.5 days
Yeah.
around the beautiful vineyards.
Oh, so I might get one more day to follow you around then.
Yeah.
Just one more day. And I think we've got Greg coming soon.
All downhill from south of France. You guys have good weather then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
We've lucked out. We've lucked out. We came across in the UK a little bit of damp when we were leaving the UK, and then we drove a little bit when we came out the Eurotunnel.
Okay, that's kind of fun actually.
Yeah. Yesterday was the longer one, so it was 150k yesterday. That was through Belgium on the flats, doing some.
You were in
berms.
Belgium?
Yeah. I didn't have a chance to look up. I was more concentrating on making sure I was getting
You
some
guys
power
went
down. Well, he's
No, but
he's
we
in
were
zone
going on
two.
those, you know, the laneways and the
Yeah,
bike
the real
paths,
tiny roads, yeah.
And we're always focusing about not missing the turn more than anything else. And there's a lot of, it's nice, but it kind of twists and turns.
Because you weren't no lead car, you were just following your.
Yeah, the lead
man.
car was sitting behind us.
Okay.
We had the Aston just covering our back.
Oh yeah, that's
I mean, as support cars go, that was a pretty great support car. And there was but because it's so low, it's not great for leading you out because we couldn't get low enough. It was so low.
So that's here.
Yes.
I'm ready for the tour to have fun.
Exactly.
What a way to wrap up day 3 and the ride to Champagne. I'm looking forward to a glass of it now.
Yeah, and it's
And a nice long soak in a bath before the actual next step of the riding starts. So thank you, LeBlanc.